Matloub Abadi was born in Aleppo in 1889, and he learned Torah there from Hakham Abadi Shayo. In the 1920s, he came to live in Brooklyn, New York, and became the leading posek in our community. He passed away in Brooklyn on January 1st, 1970. A collection of his responsa was published in his book, Magen Ba'adi. One of the questions addressed in Magen Ba'adi is regarding the prayers on Tisha B'Av. Hakham Matloub responded to 4 questions that the community had about the Tisha B'Av prayers at that time. The first question was, should the Syrian community in Brooklyn maintain the custom of Aleppo to read Echa before Arbit? Or can they change their custom and read Echa after Arbit, like the Ashkenazim, and in accordance with what is printed in all of the Sidurim? Hakham Matloub answered that although from what the poskim wrote, we see that they did recite Arbit before Echa, there is no doubt that the custom of Aleppo to read Echa before Arbit was established by the leading rabbis of the city. He also pointed out that Halab was known as a city of Hakhamim, and that the Jewish people of Halab did not veer to the right or to the left from how their teachers instructed them. Based on his investigation into this question, Hakham Matloub discovered that our custom of reading Echa before Arbit dates back to at least the beginning of the 16th century, as he found Echa before Arbit in Mahzor Aram Sobah, that was printed in the year 1527, approximately 50 years before Maran, the author of Shulchan Aruch, passed away. He then suggested 2 possible reasons for reading Echa before Arbit. One is so that latecomers will still be able to pray Arbit with the Minyan, and secondly, by reading Echa first, the congregation will be reciting Kriyat Shema in its proper time, after nightfall. Therefore, Hakham Matloub concluded that Aleppian Jews in America are not permitted to change their custom, that they must maintain the tradition of their forefathers and read Echa before praying Arbit. The second question that was posed to Hakham Matloub was regarding reciting a haftarah in Minha on Tisha B'Av. All of the Sidurim for the fast days had a haftarah for Minha on Tisha B'Av. Should our community recite this haftarah? Hakham Matloub answered that although several poskim write that a haftarah is recited in Minha on Tisha B'Av, the custom of the Aleppo community is never to recite a haftarah in Minha except on Yom Kippur. And this is in accordance with the ruling of Harambam in Mishneh Torah, who wrote that the only haftarah that is recited on a public fast day is the haftarah that is recited in Shahrit on Tisha B'Av. Hakham Matloub wrote that therefore we cannot change our custom and read the haftarah in Minha on Tisha B'Av. Since we even refrain from reciting a blessing when there is a doubt about that blessing against the opinion of Harambam, certainly we cannot recite the blessings before and after the haftarah when Harambam himself is the one who says not to recite this haftarah or the blessings before and after. This is so especially in this case, where our custom is already in accordance with the ruling of Harambam. So again, Hakham Matloub concluded that we should not move away from the custom of our forefathers that was also customary in other communities. Hakham Matloub quoted the book Eretz Haim by the Haim Menashe Sitehon, who wrote that the custom of native Middle Eastern Jews, who were known as the Mustarabim, was not to read a haftarah in Minha on Tisha B'Av, and that was also the custom in Jerusalem at that time. Only later, the custom of Jerusalem changed to the custom of the Spanish Jews, who do read a haftarah in Minha on Tisha B'Av. Hakham Matloub's decisions in this responsa were accepted by the community and continue to be the standard practice in our communities in New York and New Jersey in our times. Echa is recited before Arbit, and the haftarah is not recited in Minha on Tisha B'Av. B'ezrat Hashem Yitbarach, we will have the privilege to discuss the rest of this responsa in a future video. Tizku lir'ot b'nechamat Zion u'b'minyan Yerushalayim b'mhera b'yameinu amen.